It's time. She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Right. Well, we're talking about the NBA season coming back. And for NBA players who choose not to play, they are going to lose 1/92nd of the money that's owed to them for each game. So they're going to lose that amount of money. So they said it's a higher proportion of salary than when players lose money for when they're suspended.
Yeah, I'm really not understanding this. I saw Dwight Howard on CNN last night, and I don't understand why people are acting like athlete activism has not always been a thing. Why they're acting like people have not always protested via sports. Like, I don't understand why they're acting like this would be a distraction. It makes zero sense to me. You can use the NBA to actually shine light on what's going on more by just doing demonstrations, by doing things like wearing I Can't Breathe t-shirts and wearing Black Lives Matters, sweatbands on your arms, whatever. Like, you can bring attention to it. Speak about it in your post-game conferences, your pre-game conferences. Like, I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Well, we'll keep you updated on what's going on with this NBA season. You see the WNBA is coming back, though, at the end of July also.
So they definitely coming back.
And one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
One quick question for all the brothers who say they're not going to play in the NBA, who aren't going back to work because that is their job. Are they going to be? What are they going to be doing? Are they going to be front lines of the social justice movement? Whether it's protests, whether it's funding people who are on the ground, like what are they going to be doing in the interim?
I don't know.
Right. Well, listen, and Kyrie should still be getting paid though because he's out with an injury, so he still will be able to not play but still get paid. All right, now let's discuss why Lecrae was trending this morning. And it's because he was having a conversation with Pastor Lou Giglio and also Chick-fil-A CEO Dan Cathy about race and the church. This conversation happened on June 14th, and this is the clip that everyone's talking about.
We understand the curse that was slavery, and we say that was bad, but we miss the blessing of slavery, that it actually built up the framework for the world that white people live in and lived in. And so a lot of people call this white privilege, and when you say those two words, it just is like a fuse goes off for a lot of white people. Yeah. If the phrase is the trip up, let's get over the phrase and let's get down to the heart.
Sure.
Let's get down to what then do you want to call it? And I think maybe a great thing for me is to call it white blessing, that I'm living in the blessing of the curse that happened generationally that allowed me to grow up in Atlanta.
You said white privilege was a blessing?
Yeah, that was a little difficult.
Privilege to be called a blessing.
I mean, listen, I've never looked at it from that perspective, but I'm not white. But, you're lying if we can't see why a white person would think white privilege was a blessing. Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We act like Satan doesn't have a kingdom too. Yes.
Now, as a person in media, I haven't heard the whole interview, so it's hard sometimes. People take a clip and they post it, and so it's important for me to see what Lecrae's response was and what he said after that to go and watch the whole thing, because I see people are upset at Lecrae for sitting there and nodding his head while this conversation was happening.
I have not heard the interview. I didn't even hear about the interview till I got here this morning, got on the show this morning. But I would definitely be watching that interview later because it just looks interesting on paper. Lecrae talking to the CEO of Chick-fil-A.
That wasn't the CEO of Chick-fil-A that said that. That was the pastor that said that.
Who was speaking
Louis,
in that part?
Giglio,
in that
I
clip.
think his name is. Yeah, that was Louis Giglio. I think his name is Giglio that said that.
Well, you got to understand why he would think white privilege was a blessing. They got 400 years of free labor, okay? Systemically, they just get treated much better in this country. They're at the top of the food chain in every statistical category. Of course, he would think white privilege is a blessing.
All right, now let's talk about the 2020 BET Award nominations. So Drake has the most with 6 nominations, and then Meg Thee Stallion and Roddy Ricch have 5 each. And Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Lizzo, and DaBaby have 4 nominations each. It will all be hosted by Amanda Seales, so that should be interesting and funny to watch.
Shout out to Amanda Seales, man.
Drop one of Clues bombs for my goddamn sister, Amanda Seales. Okay, smart, funny,
and you know what else is dope? It's also going to be airing on CBS, and that's the first time that's happened. So it will simulcast live across Viacom networks like BET and BET Her, and then it'll be nationally broadcasted on CBS on Sunday, June 28th.
Shout out to Amanda Seales, man.
I can't wait to watch that.
Absolutely.
Amanda Seales, listen, that's what Amanda Seales does. If you've never been to a Smart, Funny, and Black live show, then you have no idea how much of a beast Amanda Seales is when it comes to hosting something like that. She will body that.
Well,
Smart, Funny, and Black.
Just judging from her stand-up, I'm sure this will be very well done and put together. She's a perfectionist. Now,
Absolutely.
BET has also unveiled the lineup of performers that includes Alicia Keys, Chloe and Halle, DaBaby, D Smoke, Jennifer Hudson, John Legend, Jonathan McReynolds, Kane Brown, Lil Wayne, Meg Thee Stallion, Roddy Ricch, Sir, Summer Walker, Usher, Wayne Brady, and more. So
how are they
Terrence
doing this
J-
again? Are they doing it in
It's going to be
Go ahead.
virtual.
Virtual, but are they doing it in one building and then no crowd and they air it, or is it going to be, everybody doing it from their different Zoom or different cameras? Do we know that yet?
I have no idea yet. They did not say.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Terrence
yeah,
J
I'm
and
shocked.
Erica Ash are hosting the first interactive pre-show with celebs, nominees, and special guests also.
Yeah, I'm shocked that this is going to be virtual. And the only reason I'm shocked that it's going to be virtual is because everybody's, getting back into being out. I would think that they would find a way to do this the same way they would do a sporting event. Probably not have an
just do it
audience.
no crowd. Just do it no audience and, let Amanda do her thing. I think that'd be
A
dope.
lot of people probably also don't want to fly places right now. Then you got to bring in the
I
whole
can't
production
tell.
team.
Yeah, people are out and about. They're partying. I see people all over, but they're moving around.
And LA opened back up filming TV production, I think on the 12th. I think they started getting back to it.
All right. Well, some of the nominations, best female R&B pop artist. Is it going to be Beyonce, her, Jhené Aiko, Kehlani, Lizzo, or Summer Walker? Who you got?
This year, I think Lizzo had a
Say it
huge
again.
year.
Beyonce, her, Jhené Aiko, Kehlani, Lizzo, Summer Walker.
I think Lizzo.
Why is Beyonce in this category? Beyonce didn't put nothing out this year.
I think Lizzo. Lizzo had an amazing year.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Lizzo, Kalani. Who else you said?
Summer Walker.
Summer Walker, Jhené
She had-
Aiko.
Summer
her.
Walker had a great year.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of me that's leaning towards Summer Walker.
So yeah, Summer Walker and Lizzo. I think between those two, Jhené Aiko, she
But I
has a
feel like-
top 10 record right now.
It's hard to say. We're basing this off last year, right? If they're
Yes.
basing it off last year, I'll say
It's
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Yeah, Lizzo.
Okay,
Hands
yeah.
down.
And the last one I asked you was for best male R&B pop artist: Anderson .Paak, Chris Brown, Jacquees, Khalid, The Weeknd, or Usher.
Usher. Why is Usher in this category?
Usher had a top 5 record.
Last year? Man, shut up. You just be talking.
No, he didn't. He has beginning of this year, he had a top 5 record.
Yeah. Who would that be for last year? I don't know. I don't know for that. I really don't. Best male for last year? I don't know.
When else should put out that?
Chris Brown. I'm gonna go Chris Brown because No Guidance was big last year.
No,
All right,
Guidance
y'all.
wasn't no last year. Was it?
Let's see these.
Guidance wasn't last
Let's
year?
see these predictions.
With Chris Brown and Drake? No Guidance was definitely last year.
All right, guys, we got to wrap because y'all don't know. You guys can't come to any type of.
I ain't no
resolution.
DJ. Envy supposed to know this type of stuff.
You're actually right. It was released June 8th, 2019.
Well, okay. I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
I bet you
You're
be
right.
nice know that.